Welcome, gamers and readers, to another Titans vlog. Something I didn't realize I was technically already doing and just wasn't calling them that. Forgot where I was going with that sentence. Oh well. So, also, welcome to another monthly wrap-up. September is over. So here we are going over everything, well, not everything, because I'm trying to cut these down to half an hour. So I should probably start scripting these. But I don't want it to sound artificial. So, I also went through the process of moving all of the monthly wrap-up behind-the-scenes things to the Titans vlog. That's where I was going. To the Titans vlog playlist, because it occurred to me today, behind-the-scenes things are Titans vlogs. So, welcome to a Titans vlog. And today we are going over September. Again, trying to keep these under 30 minutes, or 30 minutes-ish, somewhere in there. I'm not going to freak out about it too much. And I'm sure you also noticed, unless this is your first time watching one, in which case, hi! I go over, these tend to last the hour because I'd be excited and want to go over every little change. You don't need to know about every little change. I'm just going to show you the changes that I'm most excited about. We'll go with that. And hopefully these videos will be entertaining. So, you might have noticed, unless you're new, in which case, again, hi, the color scheme has changed. It went from purple, one I still have for the live streams, yellow, and now, or gold, and now it's silver. So, I was never a really big fan of yellow, but I like gold. And if you've seen my blog over the years, the theme for it was basically yellow and gold. So, I decided one day to switch it from gold to silver. And it's been going on from there. Unfortunately, for Buy Me a Coffee, which you see in the upper right, I had to pick blue because the MonriaTitans WGS Ko-fi, close enough, is already purple. So, blue. This gets to be blue. Ta-da! And that Ko-fi was going to keep the purple since the entire theme of that is purple. No point changing it. So that's the most recent update. So I'm going to color scheme, showing it to you. Hi. Alright, so changes I am most excited about. If you haven't seen this before, I need to create a duplicate of this scene for when I'm creating videos. Forgot. Oh well, do it later. Maybe. Otherwise, all those commands you see down there at the bottom and the fact we switched from silver to purple captions, that's what I'm talking about. This is a scene I use for the live streams, and if nothing goes wrong, there will be one this Sunday. I just need to figure out what I'm going to play. I might make it a let's play some demos. I did pick them. Ooh. Anyway, moving on. So, originally, all these colors were variations of yellow and gold. I took the time to switch these to silver with the links and things. These used to be yellow, now they're silver. Except for the title, which I'm actually okay with. And I suspect the reason why I wasn't able to change this is because this theme is actually retired. They've been trying to encourage me to change it. I am autistic to completely change the theme. No. I've had this blog since I believe 2012, and now they want me to change the theme. No. So, this is one big change. Another big change is this. Inspired by someone on Threads, they were sharing this. This is going to take me to the blog post, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I forgot how to just zoom in on the image. Can I open an image in new tab? Yes, I can open image in new tab. It's just small. So, this right here shared this FBI warning. Federal law provides severe civil and criminal penalties for the unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or exhibition of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs. Criminal copyright infringement is investigated by the FBI and may constitute a felony with a maximum penalty of up to 5 years in prison and or a $250,000 fine. Why did I make this the header for the Dangers of AI art post? I'm going to let you think about that for a bit. So, I haven't been promoting this as often. Why you go black screen? Phone. You have pixel chat on. Alright, there we go. Something I have not been promoting. I need to change this to the silver one. Because before this was yellow, it is now silver. I need to change this. I forgot. Anyway, something I have not been promoting is I have a newsletter on the site. I should probably create a command for it, but yes, there is a subscribe newsletter bit, and if you open up a post, I recently found out I could do this. You can put at the bottom of a post, discover more, subscribe to get the latest updates. And that's a nice segue into the September 2024 wrap-up post itself. So, as usual, as always, pick a word. We start with the artist shoutouts. For those who are new, watching this for the first time, I provide artist shoutouts to human artists to combat AI spit. Alright. So, and at the beginning of this section, the artist shoutout section, I always have this quote by Alexander Nanichkov. Current AI, quote, art, end quote, is created on the backs of hundreds of thousands of artists and photographers who made billions of images and spend time, love, and dedication to have their work soullessly stolen and used by selfish people for profit without the slightest concept of ethics. And now we go. So, these are the artist shoutouts, and you will see at the bottom here a link to get to the ArtStation post it came from. I do that with every single one. So, artist shoutout. Rodrigo Clark. Hopefully I'm saying this correctly. Crapet. Phyllis Ann Oskurdum. Somnium Oblatus. Ezgi Attikin, Atanas Lozansky, Jinx Inks. I love that one. Canna Dan Stovall, and Peta Ann Smith. And here, this will take you to the blog posts where you can see their links. To my dismay, I only finished one book this month, and at the same time, I finished a book this month. Men Who Hate Women. And I did a mini review, posted it to Instagram. If you click the date, it takes you to the Instagram post. If you click the title of the book itself, it takes you to bookshop.org to snag the book. That's an affiliate link. I'll get a commission for it. And I didn't share a whole lot of opinion posts. Haha, obviously, because I only shared one. And it was basically a copy and paste of this into a blog post. Here is, might as well show it to you, since I brought it up. Here it is. Oh, I created a new border. I'm proud of myself. And September's VODs, videos, and announcements. Stream announcement. August 2024 wrap up. Couple more stream announcements. And then, this was COVID shit. I don't know if y'all remember any of that, but I was missing things because COVID and exhaustion after COVID. It sucked. And then I was able to start getting back into the groove. This was a Let's Play Some Demos video. And then I didn't finish the Fae Farm demo, so I live streamed myself finishing it on Sunday. That was fun. I want to buy the game. I wrote one poem, because I do that. I don't talk about it as much as I probably should, but I do that. And so, poem, I wrote a haiku. And for those of you whose English class, if talking to mostly people in the United States, if your English class failed you, poetry class, whatever, failed you and didn't teach you what a haiku was, it's syllables. First line, 5 syllables. Second line is 7. Last line is 5. So, poem. Why? Why don't your socks match? A better question, why do you expect them to? And you can see that. I think I knew that was going to happen. And it takes you to the Ko-fi. Titans Monria Art Ko-fi. Back up. And this month was library card sign-up month. So I shared quotes, 3, every Wednesday but the first Wednesday, about the importance of libraries and directing people to a cause, United for Libraries. Here's the list of the quotes. 12. Check out United for Libraries, a national network of enthusiastic library supporters who believe in the importance of libraries as the social and intellectual centers of communities and campuses. Ta-da! And I only shared one book from my never-ending reading list. For those who are new, I call my book collection the Never-Ending Reading List. It's a jab at us book collectors who know full well we're not going to finish all the books on our bookshelves, and yet to tell us to get rid of them is fighting words. And so also, I just share the list because it's fun. And if you've never heard of a book before, here's your introduction to a book. So the one I shared this month, only one, was 1984. And the reason why I shared 1984 is because I heard it was being removed from the Internet Archive. And that made me mad. And here I like to do crowdfunding projects. And I share when they are received. So the last one I got was Many Hands by Duck Prince Press. That is an anthology, and you can see the link here. An erotica anthology. An anthology of polyamorous erotica. In case you didn't know this about me, I am sex positive. We have these discussions. I don't judge. Polyamory is about consent, in case you didn't know. Everyone, it is not the new cheating. It is the only way this happens if you have the consent of everyone involved. There we go. So, with that out of the way, Another big change, I updated. This used to be a yellow theme as well. I switched it to the gray. And when I share the cause of the month quotes, I was just talking about it, quotes regarding the importance of libraries, they went here as well. And going into this month, instead of having the quote itself be here, I've decided to use their header images. See how that goes. See if I like it. If I don't like it, we'll switch back to this in November. Liking it so far. I also went through and started adding these little graphics. Make it pop a little bit more. For those of you who don't know, October this month is ADHD Acceptance Month. Hi, I'm ADDistic, which means ADHD plus autism. So this is my month. And the symbol for ADHD is the rainbow butterfly. So there we go. And another change that I made. For the longest time, I was sharing my to-do lists, my updates every single day. And after a while, that started to weigh on me, and I didn't realize it until I went on vacation and was just doing them in chunks. And it said to me that I need to start doing them in chunks. So I came back. I was doing them every day. Realized that was this is vacation. What am I doing? So right here. So Sunday going into Monday, I did a Sunday, Monday one. And then I came back from vacation and I looked at that and went, phone go to black screen. Despite the fact it shouldn't be doing that because my face is in front of the camera, which means it should be staying up. Anyway, moving on. So then I came back from vacation and I realized this clumping them together made things super easy. Let me start doing that. So I did. So coming back, what I started doing was I got sick, so I clumped that together. I wasn't doing artist shoutouts when I came back. So what I started doing was Saturday, Sunday, Monday, they get their own because those are the days I do artist shoutouts. After that, Tuesday through Friday is clumped into one. It has made my life so much fucking easier. And I'm pretty sure you noticed that, because notice before, it was like, look at all these to-do lists. That's all it was for the longest time. And then, look at that, now it's diversified. Because I had more energy to do more shit. This made me so fucking happy. So yeah, I have the energy to do more things. Okay. So that's next big change. And you may or may not have noticed all these tabs open. That's because I talked about it before, and then I went ahead and I finally did it. I did a complete revamp of the MonriaTitans Bookshop. I kept saying, I should probably change it to the Rendezvous Point. I like that title. You know what? Fuck it. Let me just do it. Now, I didn't change the link. The link to this is still MonriaTitans because I didn't want to go back around and change all the links on all the social medias. I'm getting a headache thinking about it. So I left the link and I did all this. And I designed and I designed this, and I created a little logo for it. I'm so proud of me by myself. Sort of. I used Canva elements to help me out. And for those of you who don't know how that works, so I didn't design the individual elements. I put the separate elements, combined them in a unique way, and to create a design. Now that's why I like Canva. I can't trademark this because I didn't make every individual design myself, but they let you take their elements, create designs, make it your own, Love them so much. And if anybody who heard that, who doesn't understand the difference between that and AI, Canva gave me permission to do this. Let's go back to the quote. AI art is created on the backs of hundreds of thousands of artists and photographers who made billions of images and spend love, time, and dedication to have their work soullessly stolen. I didn't steal this. I got permission to use it. That's the main difference. So, moving on. The point of the Rendezvous Point, I could probably change this to I, created this bookshop to provide resources for those who want to create video games and for those who wish to understand them. There are also books on history, psychology, fantasy, and others for the purpose of obtaining different perspectives. If one wishes to be a game designer or a writer, one must read a lot, write a lot, and play different genres of video games. Warning, links do not open into a new tab. So there's the Twitters, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, and the YouTubes, which is directly where this video is going to be going. And now I can start closing tabs. So this is the opening. Here is gaming industry resources. Now I use Canva again to do this, mostly. The image in the back, however, you can actually find the link to at the bottom. Yeah, to see where I got the image, click here. We'll right-click and open a new tab. So what I did in Canva is I took this image, put it into Canva, and then I had put a transparent purple block over top of it to give it the purple aesthetic that I'm going for. Because purple, look at all this, it's purple. And I'm proud of me, I did this myself. Thank you, Canva. Despite the fact you added a bunch of AI shit. Moving on. So here is the bookshelf gaming industry resources. I forgot to read aloud, and you might not think this would be a good resource. However, this kind of has a combination of everything in it. Crunch time is a problem in the gaming industry. So if you don't think a book on the 4-hour work week would be beneficial to the gaming industry, especially if you want to open up your own company and create your own team, that's important. That's shit you need to know. So then we have the Artist Alley, where I throw in a bunch of artist books. Let's say you don't want to go into the programming and whatnot, you just want to go into the art and the design portion of that. This is what this would be for. Or if you just want to learn art in general, like anatomy and shit like that, here's where you go. I made this in Canva Elements. I'm so happy. And then I didn't really know what to do with this one. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, books based on games. What elements would I use for that? I don't fucking know. So here's a Venn diagram for them. Books, games, what's in the middle? Books based on games. Or decks. Deck of many morsels. It's about food. Books based on games. The Art of the Dragon Age. Assassin's Creed Renaissance. The Art of Horizon Zero Dawn. A game I want to play, but I don't know if I will because she's running around all by herself, and all of my games have party members in them. So that's going to be, whenever I play Skyrim, I get a dog, and I have someone follow me. So, anyway, moving on. That's going to be, so a game is a problem-solving activity approached with a playful attitude. Books based on games. And why is this one based on red instead of the purple? Because TTRPGville is also the red. And the reason why I have TTRPGville, and I need to go back in and add things other than Dungeons and Dragons, because that's not the only tabletop RPG game out there, but if you want to build your own, building blocks of tabletop game design and encyclopedia of mechanisms. So if you want to learn about tabletop RPGs, board game design, shit like that in general. Also, if you want to create a game, you have to understand the importance of rules, which is why Full Sail University's game design program has a course for making a board game. Hence, TTRPGville. There's also just fun reads and mythology, and the reason why I called this bookshelf Fun Reads and Mythology is because not every fun read is fantasy. There are people out there who purposely write their memoirs to be fun and engaging. So this still fits. Fun reads and mythology. If you've never heard of Dork Diaries, these are so fun. I highly recommend them. Did I remember to add this to my finished books series? We'll find out. And then there's history. I forgot to mention, like all these in here, Canva elements. I forgot to mention that. Unless you figured that out from the beginning when I was talking about the creating of the header for the bookshop itself, in which case, kudos. So, Canva elements, history, essays, memoirs, same thing. So a lot of these branch over to other books. We saw this one already. Yeah, so some of these memoirs are on the psychology and mental health section. I should say are in the psychology and mental health section and or contain heavy subjects in general. Brace yourself. And one of my favorite quotes, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. And then, psychology and mental health. Yeah, health is wealth. Psychology, mental health. I tried to make this somewhat inviting. And if you honestly think the work week and how many hours you work a week doesn't affect your psychology and your mental health, think again. The 40-hour work week is outdated. I'm so proud of these. I'm excited. I did these. This is fun. And I have a banned, censored, and challenged books section. I stand with the band, and the reason why you have basically a pride fist is because most of the books being banned are LGBTQ plus related. So I stand with the band, and I actually got some help. So I found these lists, and the books on these lists that were being banned, put them on here. There's over 200, I think, last I looked at the number. And then here's what I was talking about before. The never-ending reading list. I had so much fun creating the spiral, because it's basically what it is. Ooh. And I have it right here. The never-ending is a jab at avid readers, myself, who know full well we will never read our entire book collection. But we will die trying, and don't even think about suggesting we get rid of books. Them's fighting words. I have a few goals for this project. The main ones are to encourage reading, to share resources, and have a bit of fun. So here are all the books I shared in order of sharing them. I don't know if you noticed from the other lists, they were all in alphabetical order. These are in order of sharing them. These are the books I'm currently reading. So, here are all the books I'm currently reading. I can rarely read one all the way through. I have to hop around. That started after college when I got a concussion. Before I could read books all the way through, I could sit there and just plow through it. Now I can't do that. I haven't been able to do that since that last concussion. Now I have to hop around. Now I literally have to have a tower of books that I hop around as I lose focus. And it's not that these books are absolutely horrible. I am enjoying all of these books, but I get to a point where I just can't focus anymore. So I hop around. So am I finishing books as quickly as I'd like? No. Am I finishing books? Eventually. That's the point. And then we have the last one. My finished books. Never stop reading. Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. These were fun to make. And so these are basically, this is what I'm proudest of, what I've done. And I'm at 29 minutes. I'm proud of myself. But yes, these were my proudest achievements, my biggest changes. I am pleased with myself, and I hope you check these out. So my finished books, a lot of these are manga, but because it begins with a Y, they're all on the last page. Yeah, I love Yu Yu Hakusho. If you've never seen that, I highly recommend. If you've never watched the anime, read the manga, I highly recommend it. And High School of the Dead made me laugh. Only manga series could turn a zombie apocalypse into a fan service. If you don't know what that is, look it up. I'm not getting into it. I'm trying not to go, if I go past 30 minutes, try not to go too far past it. This is one of my favorite books. And I started reading this because of the television series that I believe got canceled. Yeah, I like all these. This is a banned book. Highly recommend it. Did you know Bridge to Terabithia was a banned book? I saw the movie. And is it a banned book or a challenge book? It was on one of the lists, and it shocked the shit out of me. Really? This is a banned book or challenge book? Why? Moving on, before I lose my mind. Black Beauty is too. That shocked me. I know why this is. I know why people don't want this to be read. But anyway, this is the Rendezvous Point, trying to have it be a collection of everything because again, if one wants to be a game designer or a writer, one must read a lot, write a lot, and play different genres of video games. I will never play a horror game. I can't watch them either. I tried to play the demo of Lies of P. It made me scream, and I uninstalled it. Lies. There we go. Lies of P. So yeah, I tried. Oh, I did it again. Oh, never mind. Sorry, Pixel Chat. Anyway, these are my biggest changes. The color scheme change for the blog and BMAC. I don't know if I said that. Buy Me a Coffee, BMAC. We already went over that. I don't talk about my newsletter much. Probably should. But yes, here's the newsletter. I will see about making a command for live streams. To-do lists are not every day. They're every day, Saturday through Monday, and then I clump them together, which has enabled me to do more things. So fucking happy. Y'all don't even know. And I am very proud of the upgrades I made to the Rendezvous Point Bookshop. Alright. And only a little bit past 30 minutes. Yes! Okie dokie. So, if this was a live stream, all those commands there are two commands. If we were doing a live stream, those two commands would make sense. I will have, instead of every single link possible, I will have a link in the description of the video to the card. Too late. I'm not going back. So you will see when you go to the card, I also changed the color scheme of the MonriaTitans card. That is now silver as well. I added a lot more information and links to the weekend game show card, the purple one, the one for the live streaming. And I updated all of the images on the Titans and Raya art card for the Canva haikus, as I've been calling them, which I forgot to mention when I was talking about my poem before. Canva haikus. There you go. I updated the design for them, completely redid it. Unfortunately, Instagram does not let you go back and edit images and posts already published. Ko-fi doesn't let you do that either, so I had to go through and redo the whole thing, and there are 3 commands, because I forgot about the flag command. I made that flag, but that I did in Clip Studio Paint. You know, I saw a bisexual flag, and I saw a cisgender flag, but I didn't see the combination of the two, so I said, fuck it, I'll make it. Alright, moving on. So in the description of the video, after I get this uploaded to YouTube, I also will be uploading this to Rumble and Odyssey. I've started using Odyssey. And there are the other places to support. Now, my having 4 of these thingamajiggies is probably confusing for Everybody, it helps me keep track of things. So the Titans of Raya art, let's say you don't give a shit about the videos, you just care about the art, then you go to Titans of Raya art. If you want to help me boost the artist shoutouts to see about trying to get ahead of AI Spit, then donate to the Ko-fi artist shoutouts so I can create ads for human artists. And if you want to help me update stream thingamajigses, like equipment and whatnot, or help me buy games so I can talk about those. Ooh. Oops. Knocked my phone over. Which, I didn't talk about the weekend game show. So in the weekend game show, I educate on and discuss different aspects of a game development, so as to show why games take so long to make, so as to prevent another Cyberpunk 2077 launch scenario. My hope is, if more people understand how video games are made and constructed, we won't have people freaking the fuck out about how long games are taking to release, and then we won't have toxic fans complaining about how when a game is finally released, it's buggy. Well, maybe if you hadn't threatened developers of the game about how long it was taking, they wouldn't have released it. There's more to that story, but that was the part of the story that stuck out to me, hence the channel. So if you want to help me buy more games so I can show you more games and discuss them, then tip me at the MonriaTitans WGS Ko-fi. And if you want to help me buy more books and live, really they're the same thing, then buy me a coffee is where you go. Now, I just spent a whole thing regarding the Bookshop, but I show it at the end of every video and stream, so here it is again, the Rendezvous Point. You want to get more books for yourself, help me out, and have an option other than Amazon, then here is where you go. Bookshop.org's mission is to help small business bookstores thrive in the age of e-commerce. And right now they have raised $33,246,498.20 for local bookstores. So help out small bookstores. Get away from Amazon. Help me out. Go to bookshop.org/shop/MonriaTitans. Okay. So, and here we come to a close. These shorter ones are more, I'm doing this every single time. I'm not going to let myself get to an hour. This is so much better. So, here we come to a close. Thank you for watching. Make every decision you make. No, that is not the full closing. What are you doing? And now we come to a close. How have I forgotten my closing? All right, there we go. Good thing I wrote that down. Hopefully I don't sound like a robot. Remember, we are gamers, not because we don't have a life, but because we choose to have many, which can also be said of Raiders. And if anyone asks why you like video games, remind them, a game is a problem-solving activity, approached with a playful attitude, a quote by Jesse Schell. And if anyone gives you shit for your interest, tell them, you may not like video games, but what I learned from them is this: no enemies in front of you means you are going the wrong way. Thank you for watching. You can find this on, I don't know where you're watching this, so I'm just going to list them all. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. If you're watching on Rumble, thank you. If you're watching on Odyssey, thank you. If you're watching on the blog, thank you. And with that, we come to a close. May every decision you make be in the spirit of fairness, and may the rest of your day not go to shit. See you next time.